you and Sarah worked together on The Innkeepers before. It seems like there's a bit of a theme of some more horror elements in your movies.
Yeah, I mean that's just sort of chance in a way. I mean, Innkeepers I was cast in, and then we didn't know each other. We only met, I guess, the day before we started shooting. We had a natural chemistry, friendship. We had the same sense of humor and everything. She's like a little sister to me, and I never had a sister, so it's that kind of relationship. In The Innkeepers, it's this goofy friendship, work relationship. We joke around with each other, but there's an unrequited love, that goes unrequited, and then that just kind of gets shattered here. I mean, if you're coming expecting that relationship, it's gone. She's ice cold here, and I'm all kinds of fucked up. So, I don't know if I could say that on your thing, but you can bleep it. But it's nice that we, because of the things we have to do in this film and things that particular that we have to do together, it made it nicer that we were comfortable with each other. And I was really happy that she wanted to do it because I was doing it too. I mean, she's great in the movie, but she's not. It's kind of like this night. I mean, I don't think we intended it this way, but it's just nice that you're the lead in this one, and I support you, and then she's like, I'll come and play this part with you in the lead. It's like, I really like having that relationship and having to do all the things that we have to do. It's just another thing you don't have to worry about. I do remember saying during, one scene when something happens between us, that's something that we do together in the film. We were, both a little nervous about it, and I said, does it make it better or worse that we're friends? And she's like, I don't know. It's not worse, but, it's uncomfortable, but I think ultimately because we were, there for each other and everyone else is there for us, then it just makes stuff much easier.
Well, when it comes to makeup, it's odd for the female lead of a film to not have to worry too much about epic makeup. You were the one that had to deal with it in this film. What was that process like, especially when you were so constrained time-wise?
Well, I met with the makeup artist who's brilliant. His name is Healy Villasenor. He does a lot of stuff. He actually has another film here, Milo, that he did a lot of effects on. And he did a cast of my face, and then he built that stuff. I really like it because I don't have to do as much work. In a way, once that's on, you don't have to do as much sort of emoting or energy that you're expanding in the rest of the film. It's brilliant work. I mean, I look in the mirror in a room with fluorescent lights, and even I can't see it looks real to me. So it's amazing. I didn't feel there was the time constraint, like you said. It took as long as it took, and I think the producers were much more frustrated with that than I was. I just get to sit in a chair and get the stuff put on. But I loved having it on. It's like sometimes when you get a great costume or you get a great, somebody gives you something, and it's like, I remember doing Ghost World, and I had this great costume, and I was with Steve Buscemi, and Mary Zofries, the costume director, had done Fargo, the Coen Brothers films, and I was getting my costume, and Steve came in, and he's like, oh, it's great. He goes, tell you, Mary gave me that burgundy the turtleneck in Fargo, and I felt like I didn't have to do anything, like that was like my whole performance was based on that, and that's kind of like how I feel about that makeup. It's great, and you can just kind of it tells the story. You don't have to act, really.